night last night in San Antonio. How would Victor Wembanyama answer the bell after all that happened in Game 4 and getting tossed and all the discussion? Pop was there to watch it, and he would answer the question, Jay Will, immediately.
Well, he had 16 points in a 6-minute stretch before the first break. That's how dominant he was in the first quarter.
Knocking him in from outside. And then I want you to see how he handles this, Allen. After Io makes the shot, look at a little interaction.
A little rage baiting going on with Minnesota. He's not having it anymore.
He's talking to his little brother.
He's shooing. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. PJ Tucker, what are we doing with this here?
Man, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Watching this.
Look at this.
So aggressive.
Look at this spin move on Gobert. Sacre bleu. Wemby having his way. Spurs by 12. Sizing up his countryman and getting it to go. Next Spurs possession, Jay. Relocating. A 3. 18 in the first for Wemby.
Just the more you can move Rudy Gobert around the perimeter off all that action, DHOs, dribble handoffs, it just makes it difficult for him to guard the action.
And now here we got a technical on Naz Reid for a shove in the back. Is this a good call?
I hate it. I'm not going to lie.
I hate
it. It's playoffs, man. Come on.
That's obviously a little history there of 2 days before. Spurs by 12 at the half. Wolves come out hot in the third quarter. Ant Edwards, yes, it's a 5-point game. Later in the quarter, down by 2. Gobert, the deflection. Stay with it. Io, the other way. Go tied at 61.
By the way, what a trade that was.
Wow. So what would the answer be? Wemby, double. Give me Champagne.
What a pass!
Pop the court. Spurs by 3. Later in the quarter. Spurs lead is 5. Wemby. Castle.
It's an action, PJ. That's an action I'm talking about.
Love that.
Rudy can't guard that.
Hard to guard.
7-point lead. 4 minutes in the third. Dylan Harper. No.
What?
Yeah, and one.
Don't go
Wemby
gadget
there.
arm.
Plus the foul. Spurs by 18, and they would stretch it from there. Fourth quarter, the lead is 14.
These guards,
Castle.
Jay.
Look at him talking right at Ant. Throwing it down.
Woo!
Later, Wemby.
What?
You got to see this
Show
again.
and tell.
Watch this.
Show and tell.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
wow. Wait, why did Rudy Gobert spin around?
Look at the look.
Wembanyama, 27 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists. In fact, he put up an unprecedented stat line. This might be a little random, but I love it anyway. He's the first player ever with at least 27 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, and 2 threes in a single game, ever. The only stat he didn't record was a steal. Here he was after the game.
Victor, after having time to reflect, would you have done things differently? Did you have any regrets about the elbow?
I mean, it was 2 games ago. It's the playoffs. I'm focused. I was focused on the game today, and now I'm focusing on the game in Minnesota in 3 days. It's the playoff. We got to move on, and I got to care about my team.
Boom! That is the perfect punctuation on the perfectly played sentence. Victor Wembanyama, who is the most impressive young player to come into the NBA in God knows how long, I guess since LeBron James. Last night, this is my opinion, Jay Williams, this was his most impressive performance as a pro. When you consider everything that hung in the air and all the different ways this could have gone and all the attention on him and the first real negativity that has surrounded him since he came into the league, for him to answer with his performance, with his attitude, and then that response, a vet response for a young player, I think this is the best night of his young NBA career.
I know often in NBA locker rooms we talk about setting the tone in games, PJ, and you typically can do that in the first quarter. He had 21 and 10 in the first half. And frankly, like, he's the first player in NBA history as a superstar that makes other superstars look physically outdated. Like, that's what he does. Like, and it's on both sides of the floor. It's his defense, it's his scoring, but also he had 5 assists last night.
Yep.
It's his elite playmaking at 7'5", PJ.
Look at these moves. I mean, PJ, I want your take as a longtime veteran and a guy who was really so imperative in locker rooms and leadership and all of that. Not only the way he responded to all the negativity, because, I mean, there were people out there who said he felt they should have been suspended for this game, but then his answer after the game. What did you think of it all?
As a vet, I love that in my young guy. To see him focus right out the gate, being aggressive, being assertive. His basketball IQ is off the charts. You know, he makes the right play almost every time. But I just love his aggressiveness the entire night. in all facets of the game.
Absolutely. And then, Alan, you particularly were noticing, and we showed a little bit of it in there, they were trying to get at him. And they were trying to pick at him as we predicted they would, as we knew they would, and he wasn't having any of it.
Yeah, after the game, he talked about rage baiting that they were doing, the Minnesota Timberwolves were doing in the series. And he said he wasn't going to fall for it anymore. Now, Minnesota's got to do this because, as Jay said, he makes you look very ordinary, and so they get under his skin. But he's saying, no, I'm not about that today. I'm focused. I'm locked in. I want to help my team win. You know, when the plane landed from Minnesota, Greg Popovich was waiting at the airport. Yeah. And the first thing he did was find Wembanyama off the plane and had a talk with him. Boy, would you love to know what that conversation was about.
Yeah.
That helped him get locked in. Devin Vassell said that Wembanyama told his teammates he was upset about getting thrown out of that game. And what Vassell said was, we need that upset Vic in this game to be locked in, ready to attack from the start. That's literally what happened. This went from an immature moment to a mature moment for a young superstar in a big spot.
PJ and I were talking about this in the back room, and I want you to bring up the point because I thought it was important. I don't know how they're guarding him with Rudy Gobert. It feels like Rudy Gobert guarding him one-on-one doesn't feel like the right move, P.
No, not at all. And I think throughout the series, you would think they would have made a move to try to do something different. When you see him doing ISOs, he's by himself. It's like he's on an island. He has no chance in that matchup. So it's something that Minnesota got to take a look at.
Well, help me with this then, because what exactly is it you can do? He can beat you. He can take you outside and then do this kind of stuff to all of the bigs. You put him anywhere in the painted area or nearby. You put someone smaller on him, and you're dead. You double him every time. You tell me, what are you doing to try and slow him down?
Me personally, I think you should put somebody smaller on him. Go small, switch it up. Try to be physical. Beat him up down the court. He's getting to the paint way too easy. If he gets in the paint, he's making passes, he's making easy shots. He's doing it all. So it's tough. There's no right answer. There's no right answer.
That's what they were trying to do with McDaniels on him. A smaller player, very physical, after the play stuff, right, PJ? They were trying to do with him. That's what set him off in Game 4. He had enough through the elbow. In this game, that stuff didn't work.
But when you see him on the perimeter, like that last play where literally Castle comes off a DHO on the side, when you put Rudy Gobert in space, Rudy Gobert can't guard that action because then he's a lob threat at the rim. He has to make a choice. And when you constantly get him in rotation like that, that's to Wemby's advantage.
100%.
He's so... I guess the problem I have, I understand what you're saying, I don't disagree, but he's so talented. You started the conversation by saying he makes other good NBA players look physically outdated, and that's the problem. I don't know who it is that does anything.
Can you just run back that one play where I said he utilizes the go-go gadget arm to literally get the putback? He's literally getting pushed out of bounds off a box out.
Yeah.
His head, by the way, is by the rubber underneath the glass. His body's out of bounds, and his arm extends in the play.
Yeah.
His arm extends in the play and gets the pushback. Yeah. You're going to see that one of these highlights coming up here.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's on the other side of the court, but literally it was...
This one's fun, too, though.
I mean, look, he puts him in a spinner. He puts him in a blender.
That's a good one. You can just watch this all the time. Here's the play you're talking about, I think.
No, that's the pass.
Dish.
It's the one where he gets the
look,
you're going to see it's the next one, I think.
Yeah.
Where I'm not going to show it. Literally, his body goes out of bounds. He's out of bounds, and he pushes it back and taps it in. Yeah. I mean, that's his length and his size.
The point is, you could just run a highlight of the game and say, let's watch all of the spectacular plays that Victor Wembanyama made, because he does things that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
And so now, where do we sit with San Antonio up 3-2 going back to Minnesota? An NBA playoff series is a fascinating thing. Let me ask you this. When you're in the middle of one, are the swings and momentum as powerful as they feel from the outside? Because I'm watching this, and after Game 4, I'm thinking, Minnesota's got them. And then all of a sudden, boom, it swings back like this. Is there as much of an advantage right now and as much momentum for San Antonio as I feel like there is?
I feel like there is, but there isn't at the same time.
Yeah.
From two different sides. When you're playing and you're out there and you're going at it and you're losing, once you start getting through it and really fighting through the series, at the end, Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, the swings happen, but I think as players, especially going back home, Minnesota's going to come out and fight. They're going to play different. They're going to have a different energy.
I think San Antonio's going to win this series. Listen to this. San Antonio is plus 44 when Wemby's on the court.
Yep.
When he's off the court, they're minus 15.
He's that kind of special.
That's the talent he is.
All of you stay right here. I'm coming back much more.